Hey everyone, my name is Diane Hammonds. This is the intro for my case presentation. You'll see me role-playing with my supervisor, Anne. She's going to be playing the role of the client that I interviewed. I completed a biopsychosocial assessment for a male client who came into our agency seeking therapy. This is his second time seeking services with us. He had to end therapy with his previous therapist because he got the coronavirus and he got really sick. And for our clients who have extended absences, we do a reassessment. So we complete another biopsychosocial assessment with them. We get information about all areas of their life. It's really thorough and extensive. So he's familiar with the agency that I'm with, but it's my first time meeting with him. And to protect his confidentiality, I refer to my supervisor as Jan, and in my paper I refer to the client as John, but it's the same client that I'm referencing. The intervention that I'm focusing on using is rapport building, some interviewing skills, asking open-ended questions, paraphrasing, reflecting, summarizing, all types of active listening skills as well. My goal is to gather as much accurate information as I can from the client to help me make a diagnosis later. But also I want to be able to empathize with the client and not treat the assessment as like this cold clinical thing and I'm only talking to you because I want to get information. So I kind of have to hold those two things, in balance of like information gathering, but also empathically connecting with the client as they disclose to me possibly difficult things or traumatic things about their history. And what you'll see is just like a chunk out of the middle part of the assessment. That's where my case presentation starts. So you won't see the beginning of my interaction with the client where I'm introducing myself or explaining the assessment to him or contracting or anything like that. And you also won't see the end of our session, what that was like, me wrapping up with him, referring him to his therapist or anything. This is just like I'm zooming in on a middle part of the session when he's talking about some of the symptoms he's experienced. That's the section of my session with him that I chose to focus on. So I'm looking forward to y'all's feedback. It was a tough meeting, but it was a really great one too. I felt like at the end I ended up connecting with the client, and a little update about him is that he's now working with the same therapist he was working with before, who he really enjoyed working with, and he like had made it clear to me he really wanted to be able to work with her again, and she had room on her caseload, so she was able to see him again. I don't know if he's like mental health wise, how well he is doing, if he's seen a reduction in symptoms, because I don't have access to the notes that she types, but I know that he's happy that he was able to reconnect with her and they're meeting regularly. So so I'm looking forward to your feedback and I hope you enjoy.